Sports. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
At the 41-yard line.
On play action, McCarthy. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Going after right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Bears take over 1st and 10.
Looking to put a drive together. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Throwing to start the drive. Stein. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
You look at this Bears defense. They sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Now we get to see the punter, Corliss Waitman. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
At the 41-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Back to throw. Stein. He's got the Michigan man, Colston Loveland. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
And a solid run down inside the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Stein. That's caught left side. Burden. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Off the play fake. Stein. He'll try and do this himself. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And his kick here is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game. And maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage. And they tried. They just didn't get it done.
2nd and 10. Up the middle they go.
Tyson. And a nice job of break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Throwing is McCarthy.
And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
To the left side, into the hands of Agunzo.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
And this is caught. A huge play there for Chicago. 59 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Come on, go!
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Ready, go!
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's got it. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
This one home. It's a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they went that standard nickel, not the buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick 6.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And the kick team down there quickly. They don't have to run as far as they used to. And they're able to stop him before he can even make it to the 15. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not have the balls go through goalposts.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Stein. He's going to float this one deep right side. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 46 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Sheffield. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Stein. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. They'll get 5 out of the scramble and 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Second and 5. He's got this complete to Burden. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Bears have got it back to within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that slices the lead down to 17-10.
Bears 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, That doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Here's McCarthy.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
3rd and 3. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. 32 yards. On first down, Tyson. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Well, the Vikings did a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And this is caught at the 8. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Ty Felton,
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
And the Bears 1st down.
Back to throw. Stein.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he'll just get rid of it.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Up the middle they go. Sheffield. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
He'll try and do this himself.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of Action. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Go! 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Mustang 19. Ready?
Operating from the gun. Stein. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Second and 2. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. First down, he'll drop to throw it.
That's to the right side, caught by Burden.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Bears on the move. They've got another 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Come on, set. Cougar 19, set fire,
Now a handoff up the middle. Sheffield. Now he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
2nd down and 3, ball on the 7.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal with some good running there. Gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door.
The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Let's go.
They'll try to run this one in, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there.
His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bears get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts the lead to 24-17.
Bears 17.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 40.
Well, they'll play action. Here's McCarthy. Now he's going to step up and run.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Okay, ready?
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last lap by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the 1st.
Okay, break. 79 Broncos. Here we go, set. Cowboy 80. Ready?
To the air with McCarthy. Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The lines move there, look like nobody open, now 2nd down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And that will extend their lead even further.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this 2nd half. Able to slither by. Fighting his way through contact.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well. And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Up the middle they go. Sheffield. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded at about the 28. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case, not only want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Now McCarthy. Open man, that's Felton.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Back to throw now on first down. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. He gets it to Addison.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Jordan Addison,
35 yards. And the Vikings are able to add on to that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
To throw now on 2nd and 10.
A pass complete to Odunze.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
A gain of 12. First down, Bears.
Operating from the gun, Stein.
There's a short one caught by Loveland.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
A gain of 26 yards. First down, Chicago.
Back to throw again.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
Here's 2nd and 8. They'll get this into the hands of the Dunze.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Rome Odunze.
38 yards.
And the Bears are able to cut into that deficit.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Throw to the right, held in by Addison.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 11.
It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. Tyson. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
On play action, now McCarthy.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
McCarthy going to sneak it. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Throwing is McCarthy.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
40 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Viking 18.
A run on 1st down with Shipley.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Will Shipley
taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Vikings will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
The extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
At their own 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
I think there he had to come up with his primary receiver in a big way, just trying to get it to a secondary guy, unable to get that play completed.
Checked down, but didn't even have enough time to do that. Incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
Over the middle, that's to Loveland, the tight end.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
14 yards. That's good for a Bears first down. A gain of 14. And
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
There's a short one caught by Loveland.
And still fighting. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Again, he'll drop to throw. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
There's a short one caught by Loveland.
You cannot write these guys off just yet. Not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A big play there. 51 yards.
And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
31.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
23-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Here's McCarthy.
And he will find his man on the outside. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
gets him in stride. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's another Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Tyson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
Looking to throw. McCarthy.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down.
And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive. And they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Second and 6. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Had no command that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Bears on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Stein.
He'll try and do this himself. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summing onto the field as they'll go for 2.
McCarthy going to look to throw for it.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Open man down the field. That's Burden.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
39-yard line.
Looking to throw. Stein. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete.
To number 27. It's a loss of 2.
Now they'll audible to something else.
At the 37-yard line.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line.
That's good for a Bears 1st down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
That's downfield. He's got Loveland.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Colston Loveland.
32 yards.
And the Bears are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Bears 38.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Check out.
Now McCarthy. He's got his target. That's complete.
Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as he'll run on 1st down.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 23-yard run.
And the Vikings are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Throwing to start the drive. Stein. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. Back to throw. Stein.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Stein. He's going to let it fly. He's got it at the 15. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
First down Bears.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 3-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Bears get a bit closer. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
And he's going to get in. So they're back within 11.
59. Bears 46.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Vikings hands team able to recover, and that should just about do it. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads